grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Florida Gators and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thanks, guys. The Florida head coach told me before the game he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Nittany Lions ready to kick it away first. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Wants to throw on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
Gonna run it. It's Hansen. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
The throw to the outside is complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Runs through a tackle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Looking to pass. It's Beck. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB is looking for.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He'll bring it out. It's Mays. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. offense from being able to operate. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Makes it past the marker. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school.
Could be an alley. Past the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Wallace. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaken up and down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Beck. They're working that left side. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The tag. Touchdown, Penn State. And they... And for 6 more points.
And make it a statement early in this football game. I'm hoping, get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Caught, and he's got room. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Handoff for Ball. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, I I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it inside the 15. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. Ball is out behind the line. Bounced right back to them. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Gonna run it. It's Hansen. He breaks a tackle. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Unloads quickly. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The lone back's got it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. With the catch, it's Hansen. He's loose down the left side. The 20. Touchdown, Penn State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good, too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays, I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Sumrall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he only seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor. But this is a critical spot. How quickly this new quarterback can get on the same page as his play caller, that's critical for their success.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He's got the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Trying to keep the drive alive. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! Boy, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this offense. As you've seen the explosion, it's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offense is just, they got the upper hand.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. On the move, it's Hansen. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. In with the pick six. Touchdown, Florida. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaken up and down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Beck. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Bunch formation for these receivers. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Now on the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but 3rd and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Beck. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
To the air on 2nd down. Takes the easy one to the back. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The Nittany Lions go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Makes the grab. It's Hansen. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
To the air on 1st down. Firing to the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the 1st half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the 2nd half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Catch inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw. It's Beck. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with UCF taking on the number 19 team, the Arizona State Sun Devils.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Wide receiver going in motion. The RPO, it's complete. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throws it back. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Just a really bad mental error. 2nd and 15 after the delay of game. They'll move the wide receiver. pulls and fires complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it inside the 30. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. There he goes. Got enough for the 1st. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
Maybe a crease. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for a gap. It's Pryor. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen it. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now 1st and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a 4th down, try to make them kick a field goal.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yard situations, the goal go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
They'll try to run with ball. Touchdown Gators! They take the lead with the 6.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Takes the handoff. It's Hansen. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
They're going to ride this running back. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They want to run this quarterback. Got enough for the first. There's a crease. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Throwing on the run. Pulls in the deep ball. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence because your confidence throwing the ball.
Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You gotta like the creativity of this offense, not to just run the option, but how about using the tight end as the pitch man? They catch the defense off guard, they're ready for the quarterback, but when they give it to the big fella, he does the rest, and he punches it in for a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Mays. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start on the ground with Jayden Ball. Picks up the first down. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 20. He's at the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Florida.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to pass, it's Beck. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's open. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. To the air, it's Beck. Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He spins that thing down the middle. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Ball again. There's some room. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. They'll give it to Ball. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're...
Snags it, and there's running room. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Here's a give the ball. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Running the red zone. It's Pryor.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Oh, they're after him. And it's a sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Rushes on him. Going over the top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires on the move. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
After that incompletion on 3rd down, you're not quite in panic mode yet on offense, but the sense of urgency is really ratcheting up because you're down 2 possessions, not a lot of time left on the clock. You have got to find your best playmaker right here on 4th down. This could be the game. This is a play you absolutely have to make.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Trying to beat the D deep. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Maybe some room here. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's one thing not to believe in punting, but to go for it that deep in your own end and give away a 1st and goal, that's just reckless. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to throw, it's Beck. Under fire. This time he's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Makes the grab on the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice.
Makes the grab and room to run. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. The Nittany Lions, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw again. Fires to the right. Got his man. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, 4th quarter, got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
He'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Sauer. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
You
knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Beck. Bringing the heat. Lets it fly. And the timing just a hair off.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Might be calling a hot route. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Penn State! Penn State with the response.
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen, some way to get this football back and do some damage with it.
15 seconds to play, and if they have a last gasp, they have to recover this onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the
and he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One more play to pad the stats. Might be changing the route. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Looking to throw, it's Beck. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
He's looking to throw. Here's a heat. He's got it in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that's just a little window dressing as this game is over.